Welcome back to Scott and Tom Digress. We've been a little, what's the word?
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent is a good word.
Letting people down.
We let people down. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
That's on me. I'll take credit.
Were you trying to beat me to the punch and be the bigger man? Is that what you were trying to do right there?
I will
because
be the
it's 100% my fault.
Now, coming back from vacation, getting back into the routine of things, it just does not work. So it was partially on me. I didn't push you. Also, you got a lot more shit going on than I do. So
Consistency is key in sports, in life.
We're basically giving life lessons. Right now, we're a toddler podcast, basically an infant. You got to learn some lessons.
You got to teach the youngins. I mean, you've got to pass the lessons. But really, for this, I think consistency is key. I can see already. I don't like that but again, it was me. I had shit going on, so I couldn't do Fridays. But I don't like switching it off that day because you get into a different groove. I don't like it.
You know, one thing we could think about is looking at schedules and pre-recording. And maybe twice 1 week, skip a week. We just got to figure this out. I'm sorry, the one person that listens. That's you, Biggie.
That's a good idea. I don't hate it.
So,
but we are right now.
We're learning.
We are learning, and we are learning in the middle of the greatest time of all time.
Greatest time of the year? Not
greatest,
of all time.
Greatest time of the year. Sorry. Greatest time of the year, which would be the March of the Madness.
The Madness of March.
The Madness of March. And I'm out here fucking ripping. I'm sorry.
By the way, this just says University of XXL. That doesn't
look
good. No,
it doesn't, bro. It says Maryland.
There you go. The screen just had XXL, so it didn't really look good for you.
So we're out here. Terps are about to get that ass blown up by UConn. Here's my hot take right now. I'm jumping right in. I've been waiting for this platform. I'm going to step up on my soapbox right here. There's this guy at the University of Maryland. His name is Mark Turgeon.
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. He coaches this group of really probably in any other system, this group of studs. But since they play for Mark Turgeon, this group of absolute duds, this group of absolute scumbags can't put, there's no, you know how we were talking about consistency?
Consistency, yep.
You want to know what these, want to know what these guys don't have?
Trying to be like
any
with our inconsistency?
Yeah, there is no consistency. So here we are. We're going into the game is going to be, it is 5:50, and we are headed into a game at 7:10 against UConn, 10 versus 7 seed. We're the 10, they're the 7. Now, for anyone that's not a Maryland fan, and I don't know how Scott feels about this, I've never felt this way in my life. As a Terp fan, I have never been more conflicted over a Terps win in my entire life. Because here's the situation we're in, folks. If the Terps win basketball games from this point on, all it does is possibly get shitty Mark Turgeon an extension, which is the last thing anyone needs. What does that look for? Because that's exactly what it does.
A bird just flew past the window, and my ADHD was like, what
squirrel.
The fuck was that?
Squirrel.
It really is. But with your anger, which I always enjoy, your frustrations,
bad.
You do need to give me a pregame rundown, because I have literally watched maybe one college basketball game this year. Maybe.
Scott, do I miss a Maryland basketball game?
No. It gets taped and you watch it.
Never. I I am about as diehard Maryland basketball fan as you can get. We just so the rundown is I just don't. There's no consistency. There's no score.
Who's our players? We got a la la la.
So we've got Eric Ayala. So the
Ayala.
starting five will likely be like Eric Ayala, Andrew Wiggins, Daryl Morcell, Galen Smith, and Hakeem Hart.
I know Ayala. He was dope. He's a
So
grad student transfer, right? Last year. He's a little wavy.
yep, and so is Wiggy, and so is everybody.
Is
And
Wiggins the NBA Wiggins brother?
no.
Okay.
I,
Bad question. Sorry.
I don't know that. I think we would know, and I feel like Andrew Wiggins would have been.
It would have been talked about. It would have been talked about in every single podcast or broadcast.
Broadcast for sure. So
Who are you facing?
UConn, who is a solid basketball team.
Okay.
They are. I'm not going to front at all. I have been listening to, God, the worst sports station ever. 105.7.
105.7. The Fan.
In
like
Baltimore, which the Fan is the worst. God, those guys suck.
Are they sucking the Terps' dicks?
No, and here's the problem is they talk about the Ravens, and it's just I
the
just
Ravens
can't.
Are dope.
Here's the thing. I can't deal with Ravens fans. Scott knows this. I just like so. Anyways, these guys they had some lady from the DC from the Washington Post come on and talk about the game. She said she's watched one game of the Huskies, and she said, you know who they remind me of?
One game.
The Maryland basketball Terrapins.
One game.
So, and she said, I watched them. And she said, after I watched them, you know what went through my head? Man, I hope the Terps don't come across them in the tournament. And then we drew them. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know much.
That's such bullshit. Like, that's such a made-up story.
Yeah. Scott didn't even hear the story. He's calling this lady a fraud.
No, because you go, okay, I watched one Michigan game and you go, I hope we don't draw them. Or like St. Bonaventure. No one wants to play the Bonnies. You go, you can't judge a team off of like one.
Yo, I want to play the school with that nun. You remember that lady? I want to play
Loyola
them.
Chicago?
Loyola Chicago. I want to play them. Yeah. I don't know what you just did. Bloods, Crips, everybody. Scott's hollered.
Sue Woo. No,
he's out in Chi-Town. You cannot say that.
Not where I rode my bike today. I went south and west. Ooh.
Well, you didn't go east. That's good.
Well, east is the lake. You can't go east.
Wait,
Southwest is bad.
Where is the White Sox Stadium?
Straight south.
That's where you don't want to go.
Well, I rode around it today.
Oh, you did?
And then I went further west, which is worse.
Folks, Chicago is so much fun. If you've never been to Chicago, you got to go, man. Scott lives there, and I go to visit him. And
you've been here twice.
Dude, I've been there 3 or 4 times. What the fuck are you talking about? I have.
That is true.
Yeah. Dude, it is a wild place. You can walk one way and you're in like the best part of town ever, and then you can walk just like 5 blocks another direction, which you could argue is any city.
Any major city has those areas.
But you very well could die. Like, I mean, you take 5 blocks in the wrong direction, you might be dead.
I did think about that. I was like,
yeah.
I saw a bunch of people on the corner. And I was like, I'll make it a left. I'll not go past them. I kind of like my bike, and I don't want it stolen. So.
Did you feel like you stereotyped?
Oh, absolutely. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, I go there. I enjoy it.
Right.
I like checking out a city that way. You kind of get lost on purpose, you know.
Right.
But you got to have your phone to.
You.
Once I saw the White Sox stadium, I was like, okay, I kind of know where I am.
Oh, you okay? How many miles were you out there biking today?
I would be. It was like 2 hours, so I would say at least double digits biking, double digit miles.
Yeah, because you're not out there trucking it.
Oh, I'm trucking it. These legs. No,
Are you?
I'm not on like a racing bike. I'm just on a
Right.
cruiser.
Yeah,
So
you're on a cruiser. That's what I'm saying. You're not out there like
I'm not fucking
you're not out there interval training on your
Lance
bike.
Armstronging. I'm not Lance Armstronging it. Even
Right.
though some of those dicks are like they're terrible on the paths.
They're the worst.
I hate those bikers.
Do you?
You know, maybe I'm just jealous because they feel confident enough to wear latex like suits.
Right.
You know, I wonder. I don't even feel comfortable wearing like an Under Armour shirt. Like, I don't know.
You are a weirdo though.
I am a weirdo. I've got weird
Yeah.
things that just like make
Yeah,
me.
you're a quirky fuck. Like
Yeah.
you do some weird stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I
I
can
agree.
see you would definitely like not like wearing like a tight Under Armour shirt out there. Like you'd be like, why would
I
I
get
wear
weirded out for people that do that. It's
if
just
they're
like
like
you're just wearing a Under Armour long sleeve to the bar. What are you doing?
if you're like a little chub, like
I got a question for you. So my old roommate, Brian.
you threw his name out there?
Yeah. All
All
those
right.
Brian's out there. He no, this is not relevant to the prior story. He's moving, right?
Okay.
I'm curious, how close a friend do you have to be asked to help move?
Did he ask you to help move?
No. So I'm a
Good.
little like offended that I wasn't asked to help move.
Really?
I feel like I'm one of his best friends in Chicago. I feel like that's something you go, hey,
Dude, he
we
did
live
mention
together.
he did mention that if he moved he would hire professional people.
He did not hire professional people.
Oh, he did not. All right.
He asked a
His
coworker
boy,
or something.
like his boyfriend or something.
A coworker.
Oh, okay.
And you just go, what? I kind of got offended. I don't mind helping people move as long as they're ready.
Right.
Maybe there's another weirdo fact about me. As long as you're ready to move, I can help. Yeah, just pay me in beer and pizza. I'm happy.
Yes. Well, I think you and I are both like that, though. We'll
like
we'll help anybody.
Fake, yeah. It's
We
like
don't
a
give
fake
a shit.
workout. Makes you
And
feel
then
good.
you give us beer, and we're like, all right, bet that's it. Now, if you would have told me that like before, I would have been here even faster.
Right. You know, that is the standard payment.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I'm like, I've helped cousins move, but now it's like maybe I'm not that good of a friend, you know? Or maybe people think it's a hassle and don't ask their close friends and ask like the next range of friends, you know?
Oh, is that why
It's
you
like,
asked me?
good friend? No. We had a great road trip. That made it sound really bad.
Oh, I'm dead.
But he was like, he wanted me to come over for the Virginia game tonight, and I was like, Maryland's playing. I think Virginia plays in a half hour.
Okay.
So I was like, no, I'm good. I'm beat. I'm not making it there.
Good
So
for
we're
you.
still good friends. It was just a thought of mine of where's the threshold to be asked to help move.
Ugh. I don't.
It was around the corner too.
He,
It wasn't like a
he's
20-minute
living
drive.
near you.
No, like around the corner from him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be offended. Maybe he didn't think about it.
Yeah, I was his backup if the guy.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Maybe he know. Never mind. Never mind.
We're good. Move
Yeah.
on.
So this back, I was trying not to forget about this, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Bring it up.
Say a beer, give us some beer, and we're good.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you on this podcast, I've talked about the girl that I trained. That's dad is a beer distributor.
You got hooked up.
Dude, train his daughter yesterday. This man shows up with a 12-pack of. He paid me, and then gave me a 12-pack of this guy right here. It's called Big League. It's a Big Hops, Big Haze. Get it? Big League, Big Hops,
No, don't get it. Explain it more.
So he gave me these, and then like some new seltzer. He's always bringing out, because all these fucking seltzers are coming out all the time.
Yeah, everyone needs to copy the new trend.
So he brought me they were called Arctic Chill seltzers. He brought me 3 of those.
I've heard of that.
You have?
I feel like it. But
so
how's the Big League? Let's go off the Big League first.
Oh, this is really good. This is really good.
Is it like a double IPA or whatever, or just
just regular IPA. 7.2 alcohol.
Yeah.
Solid. It's very good. I mean, I put that guy down
Get after it, baby.
What are you drinking?
Today, I went grocery shopping. I wasn't feeling too hot this morning. That's why one thing on the list is hungover thoughts and how to cure. What's your go-to cure?
Ooh.
So I was.
Did you have a little list for today?
Yeah, because we're professionals, Tom.
All right.
We have items. I brainstormed it 10 minutes before we started.
Good. I did too, actually, but I didn't write it down.
No, I went grocery shopping. I was like, okay, not feeling too hot. What's your go-to of if you gotta re-enter into the drinking world? Personally, the best would just be a mimosa in the morning, right?
Mimosa,
hair of the dog. That is my best cure for a hangover. Just get drunk again.
Absolutely.
Water will help in the long run, but in the short run, let's go mimosas, right? But that's a digression about what I got this morning. This is a Vandermill hard apple cider. It's pretty good. Oh, I'll go into it's semi-sweet.
Your man card with that, or what'd you do?
I don't know. I needed a little refresher. I couldn't go right straight in. I did get so I got a 6-pack of this and then a 6-pack of some darker beer by the same brewery. It's called Totally Roasted. So I look forward to drinking that later tonight. But the cider's a good entry back into the drinking world and back into reality.
Cider, homemade cider is fire. You ever had somebody? There's some people on my soccer team that in the winter, or when we're near cold games or whatever, in that time.
Those are different ciders, though.
They're bringing hot alcoholic ciders, and they are.
Yeah, hot cider is different than cold cider.
No, for sure. But I love a hot cider.
Yeah, it's like Angry Orchard versus. Those are two completely different things. But the hot cider, I never got behind. I don't like apple cider.
Okay.
But I get you.
I've been drinking the old Basil Hayden. That's been my go-to.
The old Basil Hayden.
The bourbon. I've been on the bourbon kick.
Hey, I like it.
That. I mean, the only issue with the bourbon is that bourbon is super duper smooth, and I can easily put 3 glasses of that down like it's nothing. It goes down like water. It's really good.
How do you feel the next day?
Fine.
fine.
Dude, I think you know this though, and this is the most like, I feel like this is the most college thing anyone ever could say. You know exactly what I'm gonna say. I don't get super hungover. I never have. I've never been like a hangover guy.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
good.
know. And I don't know if it's because my energy's on 1,003 anyways, but like
1,003.
I've never been that guy. Like the other thing I do, here's the other thing is I don't, and you know my schedule a little bit, I don't have time to be hungover like during the week because you're drinking during the weekend, right?
Usually.
And for the last 10 years, what have I been doing every weekend? Coaching kids, right? So at a high level, I'm going to compete. So like I have to get my mind right. So like I don't have time to be hungover. So I don't know if like
motivational speaker.
I don't know. Like I've never, but I run so I bike every game day morning or run every game day morning. Like that's a ritual. Like
gotta sweat it out. Is that your go-to? No,
yeah, so that might help.
That's good.
That might help. But then the other thing I always say is like as a coach, the type of coach that I am on the sideline, I like my energy. I'm on another level on the sideline.
He also slaps kids.
The adrenaline. Yeah, the adrenaline. There's a good old picture of me with Alejandro with his shirt. I think you've seen it. With his shirt in my hands just clenched and I'm up in his grill. So
he does not hate kids, by the way.
I don't hate kids. I love my kids. You gotta show them tough love, brother.
I said hit, like physically hit.
Oh, hit.
He does not do that either.
I've never struck a child before. I've hit Biggie before though.
Dude, I don't think I've been in a fight. I can't remember getting punched in the face ever.
Last time I got punched in the face was by my older brother in the driveway in San Diego.
Deservingly, probably.
Sort of. I don't really remember. He made me chug a pitcher when we were bowling when I was visiting him.
Oh, that's not fun.
This is a good story, actually. This is a good story.
We're digressing into San Diego.
You mind if we digress? This is good. So I flew out.
It would be bad if we didn't digress.
Right.
It's not on brand.
No, very off brand. So I flew out to visit Joe years ago, probably, I don't even know, 6 years ago.
You know what that means?
Yeah. Right. Wales, Vagina. This wasn't the last time I was in San Diego. It was probably 4 or 5 times ago, but this was the last time I was in a fight. So
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
I'm pretty sure.
So
I have a side of the story I can't wait to share.
Because I know what side it's coming from. So we went bowling. Me, Joe, his new girlfriend, who is now his fiance, and his roommates, and we're having a great time. And here's the thing about Joe and I. Joe and I are super competitive about every single thing. And long story short, I say that all the time. Short story long. We were leaving the bowling alley, and there was like probably, and this I do remember, probably like 3/4 of a pitcher left, and we'd been there for 2 hours getting pitchers. Like, so I was probably already 7, 6, 5, 6. We Ubered. It was probably so no one had to drive, so I was in there.
You were in cruise control. They were going
you get where I'm going with that, right? So like I was cruising, and
it's
Joe's
like you just
correct. And Joe's like, yes. And Joe says, finish that pitcher, and I'm like, the pitcher right there. He's like, yep, finish that pitcher. So I like toss this pitcher back. It's probably like 3/4 full. That must have been it for me. Because we get in the car, and I don't really remember. We got in an argument over some shit. All I know was it was about Joe talking shit, and I was mad at Joe because I'm like, you talk that shit to everybody else. It's like, talk that shit over here. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't remember what it was. It might even have been about bowling, like about the scores. And I was like,
you were in a bowling league when you were younger, right?
I was. I did some bowling on Saturdays. So anyways, we get out the car and immediately start throwing hands. Just immediately start throwing hands, bro. By the way, this is my brother, folks, for those that don't know. So
Aggressive.
we just start throwing hands. I mean, fist to the face. And I'm going to be fully transparent. Joe dropped me that night. First time ever, Joe Ruzzi and I have thrown hands a million times, and I have gotten the best of Joe Ruzzi a million times. Joe Ruzzi dropped me that night.
Do you blame the alcohol? What are we blaming?
Oh, I'm not blaming anything. I was just stating. So Joe drops me, and like he's like, "Are you done?" Blah blah. He like, finally got a good lick in after fucking 20 years, right? So, So I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm not staying up in this place.
By the way, to all the fans out there, this is who he's staying with. This is who he's living with for a week, and he gets in a fight with him.
On like
then he just
on like the third day. So hold on, don't say.
Might have been the second day.
So don't say anything. Hold on.
I'm just saying. You're just like, I'm not staying with you. I'm out.
And Scott knows, as we were talking about on and off brand about 7 minutes ago, that is the most on brand Tom Ruzzi thing.
That's an on brand Ruzzi brothers. Joe.
That is on brand. I'm out, bro. I don't have time for this. Like, nope. See ya.
Yep.
Like, so I know one other person, 2 other people in California, and California is obviously a large place. I have no idea where they live. None at all.
He knows 4 people total.
Yeah.
Joe's girlfriend
at
the time. No, I'm saying, and that's half the people.
Right, and that's
you're staying with half the people that you know.
Half the people, and then I know 2 other people, okay, and I didn't know where they lived. I knew they were in California, and they were Scott's cousin and his girlfriend. So I call.
So 2 households. You know 2 places.
Yeah. So I call Scott's cousin, and I'm like, "Hey, I need you to pick me up. I'm at Joe's. Like, do you live near San Diego?"
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Am I?
Yes. Do you want to?
Oh, you go. You go.
So this is one of those nights where I was at the Classic Phoenix, just drinking, just a night out.
You've never told me this.
Yeah, I did. You were hammered. I talked to you on the phone, but it's cool. We'll get there. So I was at the Phoenix, and I'm just like on a date or something, and I look at the phone. You're calling me, and you go, "Hey, do you know what Jill, like Colin's girlfriend at
because he was on a boat.
You called me. Colin was on a
he was on a boat.
He was deployed because he's with the Navy. Hey, thanks Navy people. Thanks forces. Cheers. And then I was like, here's Jill. I DM'd her or something when I had a Twitter and got you connected. And by the way, it was probably like 8 o'clock in California. Because it was
it?
It was like 10 or 11 East Coast. It wasn't wasn't like you were. Yeah, you probably went bowling at 6 and got in a fight at 9. So it was midnight here. Like, so you contact me, and this is how I know this story. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, Tom's sleeping on the streets tonight. I don't know. I know Colin and Jill, and you're like, can you try and... I Facebooked her and got you guys connected, and you called Jill. And
she is, to this day, I have thanked her in person multiple times. She's a goddamn gem for that. She drove like 35 minutes to come pick my ass up. And I stayed with her the whole week, dude. The whole entire week.
And how's your relationship with Joe these days?
Amazing. The amount of times Joe and I have hit each other in the face and been good. Like,
that is a wild relationship that my brothers and I, we did body, but it was never like too intense, I don't think.
But here's the other thing is I don't think what I say would surprises you at all, though, either.
What do you mean?
Like me saying, like the first time you ever heard that Joe and I have punched each other in the face, I don't think at all you were like,
oh, no.
No way! Really?
Obvious. That was obvious.
Like, I don't think you were like, no way! Like, Joe and I are, and it's always been over like some type of, without fail, is always over some type of dumbass competition. Like,
dude,
we've been doing it since we were little. He's downstairs right now, but I punched Reagan in the face 1,000 times too. Reagan, when we were little, Reagan.
Tom, how have we not gotten into fisticuffs?
Because you're so much, that's
on me, right?
We're yin and yang, dude. Like,
I just call you an idiot and walk away.
Like I don't know why. I've never hit. Not true.
We've had some fights.
Not true.
Oh, you knocked me out. That's right. Never mind. We digress, and we're gonna.
Hold on. That is funny, and I'm not gonna get into the details at all. You were being absurd.
Yeah. Yep. And we move on.
We'll move on. I don't even remember. All I remember is my cousin was there, and he was like, probably like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, I think that's one of the times I've had a concussion.
I'm sorry.
Now that I remember not remembering shit. So.
Not remembering anything.
Definitely have had a few concussions. So
but
we'll see where that leads. You know?
That's the only time we ever got in a fight. And then one other thing was we didn't get in a fight. I went and punched Anton for you one night. Because
me up. I was blacked out that night.
Scott was being, I don't know what. First off,
nope,
Anton.
We're skipping. Nope. I'm done with that. Because I feel really awkward and I don't like that.
Oh, was Anton watch this?
No, but I don't like, because it shines. It's like a bad time in my life of like, yeah, I was a dick a lot.
I don't think you
like
were. I think Anton was a dick in that moment.
Anton was a dick. He definitely instigated.
That's why I was hot about it. I was like, why are you being a douche? You know Scott's blackout drunk right now. Fuck out of here.
No. Dude, so I don't know. I'm looking at this.
Go ahead.
Trying to change the
switch it up.
So I was hurting today, as discussed, and I needed some pump up. Got to get pumped up, right?
Okay.
I want to hear, what do you do if you're like feeling down? You got a game. You got to get pumped up. The game probably pumps you up. But
it does. What do
if you're feeling low and you got to do something, you got to be like, okay.
I listen
bring the energy.
I listen to music.
Yeah? What type of music? Are we talking NF?
I listen. That goes hard. If you want to get hyped, if you want to get angry, I knew he would grow on you for sure. If you want to get hyped and be angry at everyone else, that's the guy you listen to.
He does seem like he's angry at everyone else. He's like Eminem's little kid.
He's like Eminem. Like, he's just angry at everybody else. And
but he has a different flow. It's not just because he's white.
He does have a different flow. And he's lyrically, I love him. I know And you and I, we love Scott and I are rap. Let's be honest.
Nope. I'm not a rap.
We're rap guys. We listen to rap. We don't
listen.
We don't listen to this new shit. But
what is it called? Mumble rap, I think, right?
Yeah, we don't know any of that, but we can go back and forth on some Jay-Z, some Chance, some Lupe, some Cudi. Like now, if we're going back to the 90s, we're not as in tune there, but if you want to go 2000s, we're in tune for sure.
No, I think I have a very eclectic, just broad musical thing, and any like mainstream hip hop I'm pretty aware of. I think along those times, I'm not in the underground world.
But we digress. If I'm getting hyped, I'm throwing on, and actually, okay, all right, I like this. So if I'm getting hyped, are we talking, talking like today? Like what would I put on today?
We can go through phases.
So today, I listened to, shout out to my friends girls soccer team back in the day, got me on this. They put me on this. So now I listen to these guys called the Two Friends. Big Booty. The Two Friends, Big Booty Mix. Big Booty Mix. Right, so when I was coaching the girls at Friends, they would be like, Coach Tom, you got to put Big Booty Mix Volume 11 on. And I'm like, get out of here. We ain't putting Big Booty nothing on.
Time out.
Yep.
I'm pausing. Go.
Yeah, no. So I got to shout out the Friends High School varsity soccer team. They put me onto the Big Booty Mix. Coach Tom, you got to put Big Booty Mix Volume 11 on.
And these are 10-year-old girls.
These are 17, 18-year-old girls.
Okay, so, that's better.
So I started listening to these two guys that, like, they just remember the Super Mash Bros?
It's like a mashup. It's
just a mashup, and it's an hour. Every volume is an hour long. So
is that on Spotify?
Yep. So I'm
following now.
When I want to get hyped, it gets taken off like once a week, and then it's back on in 2 days.
Is it because it's like?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But like you'll click on it one day and there'll be nothing there, and then you'll click the next day and it'll all be back.
Huh? Probably because it's like trademark or some shit.
Something. So that's what I listen to. Right now, if I want to get hyped. Back in high school, I would listen to, you ready?
Flowing Insane.
Huh? Flowing Insane is good. But if I was trying to get hyped, Steady Mobbin'.
Dude, that's a good one.
I'm ready to crack skulls. You put some Steady Mobbin' on.
That's still on one of my daily mixes.
Is it?
In Spotify, yeah.
Goes hard in the paint for sure.
One that always cracks me up, Bounce It. That one's cracks me
Hold
up.
on. You know what else comes on there sometimes for me?
What's
Good old Savage. Let me see your hips swing. Swing.
Dude, that song's a classic. That one's really good.
That shit comes on. Sorry, go ahead. I knew you would appreciate that though.
So one of before this, I was like, shit, I'm kind of tired. I have a weird thing where I was trying to figure out what to pump me up, and I listened to Mr. Wives, Riptide, their cover of Riptide.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is. I love that. I think I don't know. I love songs that I can like sing to.
Right.
If I don't understand,
because Scott loves. Let's think. Scott loves Bohemian Rhapsody.
Any song I can sing with, and I can.
Sweet Caroline.
Nah, Sweet Caroline's I'm eh.
What Buttercup?
I will sing the shit out of Sweet Caroline.
What's the other one? Buttercup.
Buttercup.
baby, just to
let me down.
Let me around, and worst of all, you never come, baby, when you say you will, say you will. But I don't hear
you. Okay, all right. You proved your point. I get it. But anything I can sing to, it's just like that makes the song so much better. I love like throwing that energy out there. It's like, whew.
Bro, but that song comes on and Scott will lose his mind. But if you put some Bohemian Rhapsody on, Scott really loses.
By the way, I think that's at least 50% of the country will lose their mind. They'll sing along with it, guaranteed. You won't sing. You won't sing.
I'm not. Nope. I've never been a huge fan of the song.
I'm gonna make you sing next time it comes.
But it's I think. But if you throw on,
are you gonna throw a hot take saying it's not that good of a song?
No.
Wow.
I'm not gonna be Stephen A. Smith right now. I'm not gonna Stephen A. Smith you. Look at my sunglass stand, bro.
When you're that close, you can't really tell. There you go. It's looking good.
Oh. Here, guys. Hold on, folks.
This man was out in the sun all day. First nice day of.
Oh yeah, I got
all you two listeners out there. Imagine your coach with those sunglasses on the sidelines, looking you down, staring you down.
Hold on, my guy. So I call him my mentor because I know he hates it.
Maybe you should have like a floppy hat. Get one of those like big river hats. Exactly. Wear that. I like that. That's a dope hat.
Remember you said you wanted one.
I do. I still do.
So so during the game, God, I forgot that was up there till you said it, and now I'm about to rock this shit from this weekend on.
You should. Because this is the
flyest shit ever, bro.
So I have one of those hats, but the brim isn't that wide. So it doesn't cover like all the way around.
Yeah, this is
brim. It looks stiff. I like it.
This is fire.
How have you not worn that?
I wore it all last spring. True story.
Well, guess what? It's spring again, motherfucker.
Yeah,
start wearing it again.
So so today I got my sunglasses on. By the way, these are going on 10 years. I've changed the lenses out, but my mentor, that's what I call him as a joke. He hates it. And he shows up and he goes, what's up? What did he say? Ski glasses, Tom. He calls these my ski glasses. And I was like, he's like 45. I'm like, Aunt, they're not ski goggles. Like, they're sunglasses. And he goes, oh, is that right? Ski glasses, Tom? And I'm like,
that's a great nickname.
I was just like, and then when you look, like I do look, I know that I look funny. When you don't have a baseball hat on, you look funny with these on. Like, that's why I have
even with a baseball hat. But
that's not. I disagree. Like, if you go with a little hat, like you see, like they look like they belong at that point.
Dude, put on the floppy hat with those real quick. Let's see that look.
I'm fishing, bro.
Let's see that look. Oh,
that
I love it. That's a look. That's a look. I love that.
The fact that I haven't rocked this spring is unbelievable.
Just total disappointment by everyone in the world.
This is good. Do you? Here's the thing. I know people that do this guy right there. The old like.
No, you can't do that. You're not a pirate. It blocks the sun.
Yeah. No
also,
doubt.
you remind me of like a little Nick Saban, like a Southern dude.
I'll take it, dude.
That's who it is.
As long as I don't remind you of like Joe Paterno or Jerry Sandusky, like, dude.
Okay, that's a different lane that we are not going down.
No.
Just curious. We just hit the 44 minute mark. Do you want to do kicks of the day, or do you want to wait till later?
I got kicks of the day.
Kicks of the day. Let's see some kicks of the day and see where that leads us.
So, I am a.
As you can tell, he's very prepared. He just looked at his shoes and was like, should I use these or should I go to the closet?
Oh no, I put these on knowing we were doing kicks of the day. Well, we
Kicks
call
of
them
the week, right? Isn't that what we're
kicks
using?
of the week.
Sorry, I
So,
fucked that up. That was on me.
I knew I put these on knowing that we were doing kicks of the week, and I put them on knowing they're not super clean, but I don't need them to be super clean because I want it to represent. This is what I wear. Like, I'm a Nike SB guy, which that stands for Nike
son of a bitch.
Skate.
No?
I can't wait. When do you come home?
Was that not right? Nike SB.
Oh, Nike sons of bitches.
Son of a bitch. All right.
So I wear Nike SBs or Nike Stephen Janoskis. So what they are is Nike skateboarding shoes.
Nike, what was that name again? Stephen
Janoski. Stephen Janoski.
Got it.
Yeah, Stephen Janoski.
Got it.
Can you shut the fuck up for a second?
Sorry.
So, I have 5 pairs of essentially like the same shoe. And they came out with this shoe. I follow skateboarding a lot. I can't skateboard, but I follow skateboarding a lot. I'm a big snowboarder. And Nigel Houston is a big skateboarder.
Isn't he like 10 years old?
Used to be. He's now like 23.
He got big at like 16 though, right?
He got big at like 14 or 13.
Yeah.
So he collabed with Nike and Nike SB, and they made the Nike Nyjah 1s, and these are the Nike Nyjah 2s. And I was like, these are pretty fresh. I'm a very bright color guy, so I did the old. Dude, these things are so comfortable. They're made for skaters, so like they got so much support. And then obviously the inside is fucking fuego.
Yeah, that's what sold you.
So
the inside's really gotcha. That's an interesting shoe.
So
does the other shoe have that one pink, one white? Like the insides are pink and then.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's my kicks of the week. I love them, rock them all the time. Actually, that's a lie. I don't rock these all the time because they got the pink. So, but I'm gonna show you. Hold up. You want to know what my softball team got sweatshirts.
What?
That go with these shoes perfectly. Ready?
Let's see it.
Hold on. I'm gonna move out the frame for a second.
No, you're good. Go into your lair. So, initial thoughts of the shoe. They did look comfortable. A lot of white. So, they seem like a lot of maintenance to keep them. Oh, look at that hoodie. Okay. That totally works with those shoes.
How sick. Dude.
Yeah.
So, I have this hoodie. But this hoodie, by the way, is fire. Fuck this softball team. I don't play for them no more. They suck. Okay. This fucking hoodie is fuego. Look at this thing.
That with the shoes crushes.
It's so
that combination. The shoes, either the sweatshirt was made for the shoes or the shoes were made for the sweatshirt. Like
so I had the shoes, and I didn't really have anything that matched them. I don't own any pink, dude. You could go through my closet right now on a single sliver of pink. Like, but I was like, dude, but I do love pink. And I had the shoes, and then they posted on our little softball page, and they were like, look at these sweatshirts we're going to get for breast cancer awareness. If you want one, let me know. And I clicked on it, and I was like,
done.
Dude, I got to have that sweatshirt. And look at the inside.
That's such a nice sweatshirt.
Like, oh, it's great. So
yeah, huge fan. Works totally with kicks of the week with the Nike sons of bitches.
What do you rock?
Nigel 2s.
And he's 12.
He's still 12 in my head. I heard that name 8 years ago. And I was like, oh, cool. But
what you got on?
I'm barefoot right now.
Oh, all right.
I'm not
Love
going to lie. In the house. By the way, if I get called on this, we'll be done kicks of the week in 3 weeks. Like, I wore Sambas all day.
You have some fire right now. I'm gonna need Zoe to hook a brother up, but
No,
like she needs to hook it up because she knows I like
this, by the
shoot.
way.
Huh?
She watches these.
No, she doesn't.
She says she looks forward to them. So
That's
just so you're aware.
well, Zoe. You know I like shoes more.
So we
than
have
Scott.
2 fans.
Yep. So the fact that Scott got shoes and I didn't is wild. But
My
anyway,
parents bought them for me.
Charles.
Charles.
Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Let me rap at you for a second, Chuck.
Sorry, I'm just playing that scenario through my head of calling him Chuck.
Can you imagine? Chuck, hey, Chuck.
Hey Chuck, let me talk to you real quick.
No, you gotta know. And Zoe will laugh when I say this. I can't wait to hear. Like, you gotta give it to him real. You get Chuck. Let me rap with you for a minute.
No,
all right.
Nope.
Yep.
Let me rap with you real quick.
Yep, bro. I'm telling you. That's what the old heads say. I swear to God.
The old heads.
I swear. Dude, the amount of time. I could go into some stories.
Oh,
the
you jive turkey.
Why? Like, why?
I actually don't know what that means, so I'm sorry.
So they'll say like, let me spit at you for a minute, or like,
Ugh, gross.
let me.
How did that become?
This kid I train, whose dad is a legend. He's the best. Love him. His name, I'm not gonna say his name.
Don't say his name.
He's great. Black dude, and he'll always be like, Tom, let me rap with you for a minute. You got a second?
Ooh,
And
that does make you feel cool.
And
you
he'll
said that really smooth, and I'm in.
And then he calls me, and I'm like, all right. Or he'll be like, hey, let me rap at you for a second, and he'll like give you his thoughts. Like,
I love that.
Isn't that awesome? He says that to me, and I feel really cool when he says it to me.
You probably answer his calls more than any other dad, too, just because of that.
Well, in person he'll say it. Like, he'll be like, let me rap at you for a minute about what happened this weekend. And I'll be like, all right, like, dude, for sure. Let me rap at you for a minute, bro.
Let me get some of that slang and that coolness from you.
He is the nicest, coolest guy. He got like a sport court in his backyard and 2 soccer goals that he's got Bermuda grass back there, and he lets me do training back there with random kids in his yard. He's great, man. I mean, he is a
rich as fuck.
No, he's not even. I mean, he's set up. You know what, man? He is, and this is why I like him, because he's a guy that came from the gutter, and he'll tell you that, and he owns multiple houses now, rents them out, and he's very financially savvy, and he pays it forward, and he does things to help.
I love this guy.
He does things to help people from his neighborhood where he's from to figure out how they need to move forward financially to be in a better spot. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, he's great. I mean, everything he does he's a really good dude.
That sounded all very rude of me. I apologize.
No.
Once I hear Bermuda grass, it triggers something in my head of like, oh.
He is a lunatic. Like, for his son is extraordinary at soccer. So like he said is extraordinary.
Or
so
extraordinary.
He is extraordinary. So he set his whole yard up for this kid, and
sounds awesome. Good dad. Invest in the. I love that.
And then, like I said, he lets me come use it. Like, I'm not training his kid. He'll let me go in the backyard.
That's amazing.
I've got 3 kids back there, not his son, and he's just a good dude, man. He's a good guy. But yeah, he'll give you the old let me rap at you.
Let me rap at you. See how I get someone on the phone, like to talk to my mom. I just go, hey, let's have book club.
Oh, there you go.
That's been a good reason to like. It's such a good way to like start the conversation that it goes into other shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm glad that we both read, and I'm glad I picked up that hobby to have. It's such a worse way of starting a conversation than let's rap to you. So.
Don't you just feel not as cool after I told you that?
I'm definitely not cool. I've accepted that years ago.
Like, what makes it? Well, because I noticed
treading waters. You seem like you're running a line and you don't want to say it, so don't.
No, I don't. You ever say something and not realize that you say it?
I think it happens to you a lot more than me. But I know what you're coming from.
So I'm a big, can I ring you for a minute guy?
I don't like that at all.
And I don't really like it either. And I'll look back at my text and it'll be like, hey, can I ring you?
Got time for a chat? I think I've said that.
I do that. I said that to this girl.
That's such a white guy move, but
I said that to this girl, like something about let's chat, like. And I felt like such an old guy for saying chat.
I think that's all right.
She's younger though.
Yeah. All right, we're running up to an hour.
I'm
curious, what is your setup for this Maryland game?
You already know.
Are you just watching it downstairs, or is it taped? Taped going to Chuck's?
Going to Chuck's. We are gonna try and. Right now it's 6:45, so Chuck's probably gonna hold that thing up. We were trying to watch live, but he'll probably pause that thing for a second. So we'll watch me, Chuck, and my dad. My dad might be there a little later. We will watch.
That's still the plan?
It's been a different vibe. It's been weird, man. The memories, dude, I might get emotional talking about this right now. The memories that I have. Well, this is true, and actually, I don't know if you do. So I've watched basketball games at Charlie Blanch's house since I was 7 years old.
That's a good amount of time.
Obviously at that age, like 9 o'clock games on, I wasn't going up there when I was 8 years old.
Right.
But like from 7 years old, anything like before 8 o'clock,
yeah,
we were going up to Charlie's house. Actually, to be honest, for a couple years, Chuck came down our way and watched at my parents, and then he put the addition on and we started watching up there. And so I've been watching the Terps since I was 7 years old with the same people every single basketball. I don't miss when they won the shit in 2003. I was in College Park with Chuck and my dad at 3 a.m. to greet Lonnie Baxter and Steve Blake when they got off the bus. Like, dude, I was 11.
Wild. I never knew that.
I was 11 years old, bro. I was 11 years old, and they had me and Reagan up, and we were at that bitch. Like, so I have a shirt with Gary Williams autograph on it. The memories, anyways, I digress. The memories that I have, we had so much fun watching basketball together.
Oh, and now there's just...
We had so much fun, even up to like probably 4 years ago when Turgeon was still there, because we were still kind of naive, I think.
Hopefully.
We had so much fun watching basketball. We didn't realize that we were headed down this like black hole of mediocrity. And now the vibe is so different. Chuck and my dad, I will call Reagan up here right now, and he will tell you. No, I won't. But Chuck and my dad get at the TV like when they watch the Terps, you've watched basketball with them. I know you don't necessarily like it, and I
I don't.
understand. And
And
I
I'll
understand.
never. I never will. But
Yeah. No, and I understand. And by the way, and I know why, and I think that was in a
yeah,
bad day, blah blah blah. So, but they get at them in different ways, just frustrated, in different ways than what you saw, and where they were just the amount
yeah.
of the amount of care and like passion that comes out. And if you were to
Fanship.
sit, if
Passion's a
you
good word. Passion's a good
yeah,
word.
if you were to sit in that room tonight as we watch that game, you'd be like, "Do you guys like the Terps?"
They don't. I don't think they do anymore.
Like right now, dude, right now, like the answer would be like, I guess. Like, yeah, I guess we do. We don't fucking like this coach, but like I guess we do.
No,
Like,
it's gonna be interesting. It reminds me.
so that's my
I
setup.
cannot text you, but that having all those memories and like the tradition, it's more of a tradition.
That's what it is,
Will
man.
Reagan go with you? No.
We'll talk another time.
Sounds good. No, that's exciting. I'm glad you have that.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna be sitting in my place, watching it, and drinking the rest of the 12 beers I bought. Very depressing. It's okay.
Folks, to wrap up here,
Yep.
Scott comes back April 10th.
10th.
April 10th.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
April 10th.
Did you put that on the calendar? Oh, Jesus. 2 weeks.
April 10th. Right? I got that thing up there. Look, by the way, hold on. Did you ever think you would see this type of shit from Tom Ruzi? Jeez, oh whiz.
I still think it should be.
I'm on another level.
But that's.
You think it's what?
I still think it should be horizontal. You got.
Right. Yeah.
There's wasted whiteboard room.
No, I gotta go to the top, bro.
But I understand. We gotta have drinks with Chris on his deck.
Chris.
Hamilton, Morgan Stanley.
Gotcha. I was like, okay.
I texted him. We're gonna hang out a couple times, I think. But I'm excited. That's a future. That's a future. But we digress. Tom and I digress, and that's the name of the pod. So, on
that note,
it'll be posted eventually. My computer sucks. I might just buy a new computer. Cheers. What did we learn today, Tom? What did we learn today?
First off, we learned
being hungover. Tom does not get hungover.
You hit me in the face. I'm hitting you in the face. That's what we learned today.
That's what we learned today. And not to steal from Kevin Hart, but y'all are gonna learn it. No, that's a terrible.
I should probably.
All right, I'm stopping this. Cheers.